All right, this week we are here with the Speakeasy bundle. Now, this is kind of a round style one that looks like it's built inside of something similar to like a grain silo. You can see that it's made out of this kind of corrugated steel sheet metal and it looks actually really good. I hope they actually come out with some walls or other prefabs made out of this because they did a good job on it, and I'd like to see it in other places. You can see that it's got a little ladder up to the top. The roof itself is actually made out of like a metal shingle. As you can see here, it's actually rusted, beat up, actually has pieces peeling off. The structure itself is not expensive. It's easy to place. I ran a couple of tests on it to try to put stuff on the walls and on these like little inset areas. Now, it does have a standard plug hookup. Now, I have set it on fire here so that you can see what the damaged variant looks like as well, side by side. You can see that it's got a lot more dings and broken up, and has a big hole in the side. Often knowing actually what it looks like when it's destroyed, a lot of people will try to use stuff like this. I wish we could actually walk it as the destroyed state, because it actually does look really good. Look at that warped wood. The floor is all beaten up. I mean, everything looks really nice. Being a little nice thing if only players could repair their own camp at times. But as for the actual design itself, I do like the fact it looks like it's a speakeasy, so the fact that they kind of rebuilt it as from a grain silo or like water silo type deal. Now, as you can see, the interior of it is this kind of almost homemade style slats. This doesn't look quite professional on the outer edge here. The floor looks really good. You can see it's got a little bit of that wear and tear. The roof does as well. Now, as for the actual things that come in the pack, you have these little Tavern Ceiling Fans. Now, they do look nice. They have a nice warm glow to them, but unfortunately, they give little to no light. I've already turned off the lights in this place to see if they actually shine, and no, you're going to need a different type of light source for that. Now, I have grabbed some generic wall and floor decor to put up here, so you can see that you can put it pretty much on that entire thing. Now, I did have some clipping issues with certain ones on this. They do the sign sliding behind the wall kind of vibe. So, you'll have to kind of work around these, but it wasn't that difficult to find a spot that a smaller or larger sign worked there. As for the actual snake torch, which is honestly the only thing in this bundle that I didn't think made sense to be in it, it does look good. It's a little out of place for a speakeasy, but otherwise, other than being kind of like a medieval or raider style look to it, it does look good. You can turn it on and off. Does have a lot of good detail work in it. I mean, all in all, you get these two Wildwood Tavern bar stools, as you can see. And once again, they've got that been around in the apocalypse for a while vibe. All that wear and tear you kind of would expect surviving 6, 27, 28 years in the apocalypse, whatever the actual timeline is. Now, I did like the idea of this tip box. I was hoping it was an actual tip box. Unfortunately, it's just a stash box, and kind of made me sad. I'd love like a 5-cap tip box for players, just to show them that, it's like, hey, I went to your camp and it looked cool. Here's just a note that I actually like your camp. But it is just a stash box, unfortunately, and it does look good. I mean, it does work as a easy to place stash box. I could see this going pretty much anywhere. Now, you also have the little glass ashtray here. Now, it does actually have this nice little smoke. It's very small oil item, but it does look nice. I like these type of small items that they've kind of been throwing in every so often to kind of add a little bit more detail to your actual camps. Finally, you do get a prefix and suffix. Now you get the midnight prefix, as you can see right here, and the speakeasy suffix. So you have midnight speakeasy, or any other combination of player titles that you have. But all in all, like I said, it does look good. It does actually have a design. You can place down 2 of them, as I said. They're pretty easy to place. The foundation is actually pretty thick. To show you real quick, because I know I have people ask, see, you can place these down pretty easily on this area here. The only real spot that I actually had any issues with was, as you can see, certain areas of this, it kind of clips behind it. You notice that it comes out. So you'll have to kind of play with that on these smaller ones. You know, the bigger ones don't fit there, but they do fit quite a few spots here. I actually was playing around with a couple of different posters and stuff to see what would actually go on the wall. Like, I put this Rust Eagle banner over it to kind of close in it a little bit to make it more of a, you know, like shelter instead of just a speakeasy. But as you can see, it does fit over these gap areas. They don't actually just clip into it. But with that, that is the Speakeasy bundle. If anyone has any questions, feel free to leave it down in the notes. I hope you'll have a fantastic week, and if you can, give me a like and subscribe.